Hey guys, it's me, Ron Williams. Welcome back to the Ron Williams YouTube channel. Hey, I was asked a question, and that question was this: Ron, what kind of resistance bands do you use? I did some outdoor training, and I was showing the different types of resistance bands, how you can use them. I had different apparatuses and hooking them up to different things outside to show that you can work your whole body outside. I love working out outside. And so the question was, what type of resistance bands do I use? Well, I'm going to show you. This is one type, and this is a very thin resistance band. It has no webbing on it, which makes this a very dangerous apparatus to use. I remember having one break on me, and when it breaks, it does not feel good. This thing could put your eye out. It didn't put my eye out, but as I was using it, it broke. And it slapped me in the center of my back. And I'm gonna tell you something, that is a pain. And it slapped me in a spot that I couldn't reach. And all I could do was bear it. It felt like my back was bleeding. It wasn't, it was skin raised a little bit and it turned red, but I was just fine. It just didn't feel good. But there were several football players a couple of years after. They were using resistance bands for rehab training. And they didn't have the webbing on it. As they were getting stronger and stronger using the resistance bands, they would move further and further away, and they were adding more and more resistance. The resistance bands broke, pow, hit them in the eye, put the eye out, their football career over. And so I thought, man, I'm never going to use a resistance band without some sort of protection. So what we developed is we saw some resistance bands that had the webbing on. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna develop the Ron Williams Champion Life resistance bands with webbing on it, and I'm gonna make them so that we can use them for different exercises. So in some of our exercise videos, we're using these resistance bands, the shorter ones, mainly for the chest and the back, but we have all types of resistance bands. Let me show you this. This resistance band is a heavy-duty resistance band, and it's hard to even separate or pull it. It is so tight. This is over 100 pounds of pressure. Two of these, 200 pounds of pressure. You actually take this apparatus, hook it to a belt that I have, a harness that has a belt on as well, and I do my lower body. I mean, amazing, amazing workout. The most dangerous part of a squat is in the down position. I'm gonna show you that in just a minute. But this right here is not for sissies. I'm telling you guys, some of you think, I don't wanna use resistance band, there for girls, depending on what resistance band you have. Now, this is, like I said, over 100 pounds of resistance. Two of these, 200 pounds of resistance, 300 pounds of resistance. You better be careful because it adds up pretty quickly. Okay, I'll show you another one. This is a heavier type of resistance. This is the black, so it's a little heavier, about 90 pounds of pressure. We have this one, which is a gray one, which is about 60 pounds of pressure. Show you what that looks like in an arm curl. So, about 60 pounds of pressure right there. And if this were to break, it would break inside of the webbing. And there's no danger for me, guys. That is so utterly important. I don't want to use this and wonder, is today the day? Playing Russian roulette, that maybe it might break and put an eye out, or maybe not. That would hinder my workout. Matter of fact, it would hinder my workout greatly because I wouldn't use that resistance band. Now let me show you the other one. This is a little heavier. This is about 90 pounds of pressure. Now I want you to watch this. This is a little challenging for me. This right here, get those biceps working, I'm telling you. The key with this is it's consistent pressure from the bottom all the way to the top. It starts off with that first movement resistance. the resistance gets harder, 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 all the way up to the top. But when you're using the dumbbells, that first 15 degrees, almost no resistance at all. So we have a tendency to swing it so that we can ride through and get a momentum to get through the sticking point. But with these, it's just consistent all the way up. So it's more body friendly, it helps to protect the joints. Really a great form of exercise. So guys, listen, resistance bands are not for sissies. Only the small ones are. These baby ones, these are for kids and for baby girls. I'll put it that way. Or rehab. And if you're using it for rehab, that's a whole different story. Just to get that muscle moving, get some blood pumping in there. But when you start moving up in resistance, we're talking about really adding some size. You can put on size with resistance bands. Until next time, I hope you like this video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Till next time, God bless you. Coach out.